you're using AI to execute. The real power is using it to expand. Most people use AI to get things done faster, and that's legitimate. But there's a second way to use these tools that nobody is talking about. Not execution, expansion, using AI not to complete what you already know how to do, but to see possibilities you didn't know existed. And in this video, I want to show you exactly how to make that shift, because the professionals who figure this out aren't just going to be more productive. They're going to be operating from a fundamentally different horizon than everyone else. Here's what I've observed. Most people bring AI a question they've already half answered. They know the direction. They know roughly what they want. They use the tool to fill in the blanks, to clean up the language, to accelerate the execution. And the output is fine. Sometimes it's very good, but the frame never changes. The possibility space never expands, because they came to the tool with a conclusion already forming, and the tool confirmed it. That's not AI as a thinking partner. That's AI as a very fast typist. And it leaves the most important capability of these tools completely untouched. Here's something that I've tested in my own practice and in the work that I do with other professionals. AI is extraordinarily good at one thing most people never ask of it: showing you what you haven't considered. Not because the model is wise, but because it has trained on an enormous breadth of human thought. And it can surface patterns, frameworks, and perspectives that your own expertise has trained you to ignore. That's not a small thing. One of the most dangerous features of deep expertise is the narrowing it produces. The more you know about something, the harder it is to see it fresh. The more experience you have, the more your brain pattern matches to see what it has seen before, and the less it entertains what it hasn't. AI, used correctly, can interpret that pattern. It can hand you back a beginner's mind, not by replacing your expertise, but by surrounding it with angles you didn't bring to the room. Let me give you a framework. There are 3 ways AI interacts with possibility, and 2 of them are traps. AI is the confirmer. This is the most common mode. You bring a belief, you prompt around it. The model reflects it back with better structure and more confidence. You feel validated. You move forward. Nothing has expanded. Used this way, AI doesn't open possibility. It calcifies it. It adds the weight of apparent authority to whatever you already believed. That's dangerous, because the most important mistakes are not made in execution. They're made in the frame. So we got AI as a generator. This is better, still limited. You ask the model to brainstorm, to give you options, to produce a list of possibility, and it does. Quickly, fluently, with apparent thoroughness. But there's a problem. A list is not an expansion of possibility. A list is still a bounded set. And if you treat the list as exhaustive, you've actually narrowed your thinking while feeling like you've opened it. Most AI brainstorming stops here. It produces volume without genuine surprise. And the third way is AI as challenger. This is the mode where most people never reach. And it's the one that actually changes the horizon. You bring your best thinking, your clearest analysis, your strongest conviction, and then you ask the model to challenge it, not to generate alternatives, to find the assumptions underneath your conclusion that need to be examined, to tell you what you have to be true, what would have to be true for you to be wrong, to surface the frame you can't see because you're inside it. That's a different conversation, and it produces a different kind of thinking. It doesn't just fill in the blanks. It questions whether you're filling in the right blanks. So, what does this look like in practice? Here's how I do it. Before I bring a decision to AI, I write out my current best thinking, not a prompt, not a position. This is what I believe. This is why. This is what I think the right move is. Then I bring it to the model and ask one question. What I'm not seeing. What am I not seeing? Not what should I do, but what are my options either? What am I not seeing? And then I read the responses slowly, not looking for the answer that confirms me, looking for the one sentence that makes me uncomfortable, because the sentence is almost always the one that matters. The discomfort is the signal. It means the model has reached something your expertise taught you to work around. That's the possibility space. That's where expansion lives. So here it is, simple and repeatable. Before any significant decision, professional, strategic, creative, do this. Write your current thinking in 3 to 5 sentences. Not a question, a position. Then go to your AI tool of choice and give it this prompt. Here's my current thinking. I want you to find the assumption underneath it. Tell me what I'm not seeing. Tell me what would have to be true for me to be wrong. And read the response. Sit with the discomfort. Don't dismiss the challenge. Don't immediately defend your position. Just stay with the question it opens for 3 minutes. Then decide what to do with it. That practice, that 3-minute pause, done consistently, will do more for your judgment than any amount of faster execution, because it keeps the possibility space alive. And possibility is where everything worth doing begins. So AI is a remarkable tool for getting things done. But the professionals who will matter most in the next decade are the ones who are not the ones who used it fastest. They were the ones who used it to see further, to question the frame, to stay curious in the face of apparent clarity, to embrace possibility even when execution is already available. That's not a productivity skill. That is a wisdom skill, and it is available to you right now. If this way of reasoning and thinking about AI resonates with you, I work with thoughtful professionals one-on-one on exactly this, not AI tools training, AI integration built around your judgment, your goals, your inner life. Link in the bio. And if you want more of this, subscribe. I publish here every week. See you next time. I'm Ward Hammond.